emanating from deep under the earth, spreading across the globe at the speed of thought, changing the world one brain at a time. This is Last Call live from Green Brain Comics. Hello and welcome, Brainiacs. I am your host, Dan Merritt, and I am the co-owner of Green Brain Comics. Each week we bring you a curated list of graphic novels, and other stuff that will be going to print next week and are scheduled to hit the shelf as soon as November, I think it was 29th. Yeah. We are here today to share this list of upcoming books and give you one final chance to place your requests before Sunday, November 5th at 5 p.m. That is a deadline for all of the carousels on Comichub to come down at Sunday at 5 o'clock. I'll explain the carousels in just a second. First off, I just want to say thank you and good morning. I appreciate you joining me. And also, my colleague, Katie, should be on the chat as well. I see Yang Maven's here. Good morning. Good morning to you, sir. And welcome. All right. So, let's see. Let me get back to where I am. Last Call is broadcast live from Studio G version 5.0 in East Downtown Dearborn. Welcome to Last Call Live. Last Call. Green Brain Comics and Last Call Live are powered by Comichub. Check out Comichub online at comichub.com. Mobile apps available for Android and iPhone. Start up an account online or sync up to your existing account. Order and pay securely online and make sure you never miss an issue. We will be using Comichub today to show you some of those comics that are going to print next week that you have one final chance to order. We will be using Comichub to look at that. Once you sign in through the login page, you'll be greeted by this this crossroads. The orange path aside items are any items that you have on hold here at Green Brain Comics that you can pay for and or ask to have shipped. And on the right hand side, the green banner, shop coming soon. That is all the carousels for the things that we will be looking at today. Once you click through for shop coming soon, you will be greeted by all these beautiful things. The top search is basically an alphabetical carousel of everything that's in the new catalogs that came out just this last week, November 2023. Below that, we have a carousel for preview pages. That's a few pages from each book listed here. That also goes left to right and may open into a 4 or 5 page PDF. Some of the things we will be looking at today. The next carousel down is the Last Call FOC. Last Call FOC carousel. FOC stands for Final Order Cutoff, and that is also an alphabetical listing. And below that we have next Wednesday's items. This is everything that we expect in on Wednesday, November 5th. Not November 5th, November 8th. Wednesday, November 8th, New Comic Day. Okay, let's go back up to the Last Call FOC carousel here and click View All. Once you view all, you go into a downward scrolling page, but you also have these cool filters up at the top for publisher, category, brand, etc. That's to filter out the choices below, as well as this alphanumeric option to go straight to titles listed with that first character. We'll be using this today to show you the things coming up. And I'll just say, let's go back to the regular view here. Where are we? I will just say that, I could look at that. Yeah, that's good. This is another one of those final order cutoff weeks where there is 2 weeks worth of material put on here due to some of the upcoming printing and shipping holiday concerns, holiday schedule concerns. So I think we're just going to look mostly at number ones today, but I do want to give you a few sneak peeks at some things that are on the carousel that aren't necessarily new number ones, but I thought you might be interested in regardless. And let's see how we doing over here on the streams. YouTube looks healthy. Looks like we're going ahead on Facebook. Thanks for tuning in to us on Facebook. Appreciate you watching Last Call Live. Alright, let's get over to a better view here. Not quite there yet. Okay, what's up next? We got that, and then we got... So this is just a few things that we will be looking at on Last Call Live that aren't number ones. The first thing is from a couple of small publishers. This is called Bulldog Barbarian. This is a graphic novel from Strangers Publishing. They just started popping up recently, have kind of an interesting small press appeal. This is by writer Justin Morales and artist Goran Gligovic. Let's see, let's get back over there. Do that. There it is. Ooh, pretty. Nice cover. And then we have one from another new publisher called Pow Pow Press. This is from creator Cathan, called Adventures of Scooby-Doo. This is a 120-page graphic novel. I can't tell if it's black and white. It might be black with maybe some green tones in there. It looks like fun, full of bizarre laughs and quirky fun for all ages. We'll see about the all ages thing. That is on FOC this week and due to ship on December 6th. And then we're going to skip over to another new category. That's going to be some manga. We're going to look at manga this week, including Fairy Tale Omnibus. This is volume 1, collecting volumes 1 through 3 of the smaller volumes. This is by creator Hiro Mashima. And one from Osamu Tezuka's library, focusing on his work in the Shakespeare adaptations. This includes The Merchant of Venice, Romeo and Juliet, and Macbeth, Hamlet, The Taming of the Shrew, and Othello. This is 304 pages for $14.99. Very cool. And now we're going to skip over to some original graphic novels. This is from Dark Horse Publishing, a volume of their psychedelic sequential romp created by Mobius between 1997 and 2009, following a production principle that embraces graphic spontaneity and improvisation. This is translated by Diana Schutz with lettering by Adam Pruitt. From Dark Horse Comics, the Mobius Library Major. And then we have a new artist edition focusing on the work of John Byrne on the X-Men series. This features rare and beautiful imagery and from the stories like Dark Phoenix Saga and the Days of Future Past. John Byrne's work on the X-Men became one of the most influential and popular comics of the 1970s, including in this stellar artist edition are pages from that classic run, an amazing number of covers. An artist edition publishes scans of original art at a high resolution and prints it at the same size it was drawn. Not sure what size this is, but it's bound to be huge. And it comes with a not so modest price tag of $150. But yeah, these are usually like at least 20 by 30 in some cases. Huge. Beautiful. Shipping on December 20th, just in time for Christmas. And here's an original graphic novel that might have a little explaining to do. This is called Lifehouse. This is a new hardcover from Image Comics and writer David Hine and artist James Harvey, featuring this cover by Dean Paris. This original graphic novel, based on rock music legend Pete Townshend's 1970 screenplay of the same name, which inspired the Who's 1971 globally best-selling and universally beloved album Who's Next? Set in a dystopian future where music has been outlawed, Lifehouse follows a small band of rebels who stage an underground concert in an effort to undermine a tyrannical leader and free Britain and all of humanity. This graphic novelization is written by Doom Patrol's James Harvey and Spider-Man Noir's David Hine, with art by both Harvey and Australian visual artist Max Prentice. Let's see, featuring letters by Micah Myers and inks by Mick Gray. It comes in at a 12.25 by 12.25 dimension, very similar to the vinyl LP format. This is a must-have for any serious music collector, rock fan. Oh, my UPS guy. I love him. Let's see. Originally envisioned as a sci-fi rock epic to follow up The Who's chart-topping song Tommy, and put aside 50 years ago in favor of Who's Next songs like Baba O'Reilly, Won't Get Fooled Again, and Behind Blue Eyes, Lifehouse will finally take center stage on December 20th with a cover price of $49.99. Lifehouse, yes indeed. And that wraps up our spotlight on graphic novels. Of course, we got a lot more coming out or on FOC this week. Next up, we are going to look at a few new printings, specifically this facsimile edition from DC Comics. This is reprinting Batman 404, written by Frank Miller and featuring art by David Mazzucchelli. This is the first part of the iconic storyline Batman Year One, reprinted as a facsimile with all of its ads and colors and covers. Or cover, we'll say. Batman 404 is the first of a weekly re-release of all of the Batman Year Ones as single issues in facsimile editions. And this starts shipping on December 5th. Yeah, so this will be weekly through December. And we got a new printing of Daredevil number 2. Featuring interior art on the cover by Aaron Cooter. I think we're running a little bit thin on this, so you might want to get on it. Shipping in December 13th. Got a little bit more information about that coming up soon. We get a new facsimile of Wolverine by Chris Claremont and Frank Miller. This is also represented in its original form, ads and all. Available on December 27th from Marvel Comics. And finally, from our Spotlight on Spotlight on second prints, we have the second print of Batman Gargoyle of Gotham #1 by Raphael Grandpa, featuring this beautiful new cover. Oh, love it. This was a fantastic read. I am happy to see that it has been successfully embraced by the public with this sellout. And we're going to get this second printing, nice quick turnaround just in time for the second issue of Batman Gargoyle of Gotham. This will ship on December 12th with a page count of 48 pages and a price of $6.99. The next chapter in this beautiful 4-issue miniseries by Raphael Grandpa. And we also see a noir edition. This is primarily black and white printing, though it does feature some red highlights if it were to be as #1 did as well. Did that sentence make sense? Did sense make that sentence? Let's see. Next up, we're going to look at... Ooh, are we already at #1s? I think we might be. Yeah. So let's see. Looks... Oh, Katie says, thanks to our UPS guy. Heck yeah. Uh-oh. She also said it looks wild. I'm not sure what that is, but I hope it's good. All right. What's up next? Let's see. Yeah, so we're into last call for first issues. So I kind of dropped the drama on this one because there's so much to look at this week. Get ready for... Yeah, let's do this. Let's really get into the season here. It's time for the last call for first issues. We bring you thrilling new series pitches, dazzling variant covers, and a chance to secure your copies for release day. Don't miss out on the excitement. It's last call for first issues. And the first thing that we will be looking at this week on Last Call Live is Rick and Morty Me6 PI. This is a 4-issue miniseries written by Fred C. Stressing, who is also the interior artist and co-artist of this cover. There we are. And we get this cover B by Mark Ellerby in a beautiful Dragon Ball manga cover variant. I think I may have showcased this last week. You know, that's the thing with all these distributors now. They're starting to overlap in the way they distribute, they market. Oh well. So here's your second chance to get Rick and Morty Me6 PI #1. Ah, that's it. Katie says that she loves the brain animation. Hooray for that. Hooray for brains. Okay, next up on Last Call for First Issues is, I think, a one-shot. That's right. This is a one-shot from Boom Studios' Stuff of Nightmares, Sleigh Ride. Sleigh Ride is brought to you by not only writer R.L. Stine and creator of this franchise, but also brought to you by artist Pius Bach and Francesco Sagala with this Francavilla cover. Let's see. If you dare get into the sinister spirit of the season and join the Nightmare Keeper for a demented Saint Nick story, one who decks the halls with holiday horror, crafting a very merry macabre Christmas unlike any other. As malls continue to die, a down-and-out former mall Santa named Heinrich Fiddler's rage turns to madness, and he's dead set on making sure department store shopping isn't the only thing that's deceased. Treasured Fear Street and Goosebumps author R.L. Stine is joined by Adam Stoker award-nominating artist Pius Bach for another tale straight from your nightmares. Mwahaha. It's Stuff of Nightmares Sleigh Ride featuring this Francisco Francavilla cover, this very nice Jenny Frison cover, C cover by Miguel Mercado, and a glow-in-the-dark Francisco Francavilla variant for an additional couple of bucks. This is a 48-page one-shot from Boom Studios, set to ship on December 6th. Stuff of Nightmares Sleigh Ride. Okay, we did that. Oh, there's also a glow-in-the-dark Jenny Frison cover. Very nice. Okay, then from Dynamite Entertainment, we have Jennifer Blood, Battle Diary. Jennifer Blood, created, back in the heyday of the 2000s by Garth Ennis, returns for an all-new tale of extra-legal killing and ruthless vigilanteism following the grisly events of Bloodlines. The woman formerly known as... Let's try this. The woman formerly known as Jessica Blute, a.k.a. Jen Fellows, a.k.a. Jennifer Blood. Jennifer Blood. This one-woman bane of organized crime is supposedly dead and buried. And that's exactly what she wants the world to think. Now, however, a visit to her original penitentiary... Now, however, a visit to her original penitentiary's gravesite puts Blood in the crosshairs of a vicious prison gang, one that has no idea of what's about to hit them. Written by Fred Van Lent and illustrated by Robert Carey, with these covers by Joseph Michael Linsner, Leslie Lyrics Lee, and Rebecca Puebla. Jennifer Blood Battle Diary #1 ships on November 29th from Dynamite Entertainment. Next up, we have a first issue of a 3-part miniseries from new publisher Distillery. This is 48-page format. I think this is larger cut size at a $8.99 cover price. The good thing, though, it is written and drawn, conceived and produced by Mirka Andolfo, and it is called Blasphemous. From Mirka Andolfo comes a new horror comedy that only Andolfo can deliver, asking the question, how many fans is your soul worth? In a world where pop stars have ascended to divinity, and the masses bow in veneration to a new generation of viral superstars. Superstars, angels, and demons thrive on this exaltation and revel in this spotlight that grants them unimaginable power. From Harvey Award-winning Mirka Andolfo, who effortlessly merges the mythological urban fantasy of American gods with the sardonic wit of The Good Place in a brand new dark series featuring stunning visual and narrative intensity set in the glittering world of pop music. From Mirka Andolfo and publisher Distillery, this is Blasphemous 1 of 3, and it's scheduled to ship on December 20th. Also features this Mirka Andolfo cover on B and this Art Germ cover on C, all for the same price. Ooh, here's one that says #5, but it's a one-shot, so it can only be #1. It can only be profiled in #1s, says I to myself. Note to self: Godzilla rivals are one-shots. This is Godzilla Rivals Jet Jaguar versus Megalon. Folks, the fight that started so many decades ago continues on December 20th from creators Nola Fao and artist Megan Huang. We have this Megan Huang cover on this beautiful book that's described as Jen Anka is not excited to start her new fast-paced fast food career at Manila Burger, but she'd much prefer a mundane day to the sudden return of Megalon. The monster brings destruction, trapping Jen in a forgotten lab deep beneath the restaurant with only the half-built form of Jet Jaguar to help her get out. She must repair the robotic defender to save herself and the city, but first she needs to escape the rubble trapping her in this tense adventure. This is a one-shot, 52 pages for $7.99, Godzilla Rivals Jet Jaguar versus Megalon. Also features this B cover by Andrew Griffith. Next up, we have the first issue of a new 4-part miniseries from Sumerian Comics entitled Ozuna Bori 787. So let me get to the meat of this. Ozuna has the most 1 billion viewed videos on YouTube. He's won 2 Latin Grammy Awards, 5 Billboard Music Awards, 12 Billboard Latin Music Awards, 4 Genius World Records, and 1 of Time Magazine's 100 Most Influential People. And he's even appeared in the Fast and Furious franchise. Well, now he's reached new heights, appearing in this beautiful new comic that he's created with writer Marco Lopez and artist Pablo Verduga with this Bruno Vrenda cover. Ozuna Bori 787 also has this B cover by Pablo Verduga. That looks pretty nice. Do we have another one? Yep, we got a third one from Roberto Ricci. Yang Maven says, Kaiju favoritism for host from host Dan. Yes, I am a Kaiju host. Shill. Kaiju Mark. Yeah, I accept all of those labels. Okay, Ozuna Bori 787 #1 from Massive / Sumerian. I guess it's Sumerian, no. Also from Sumerian Comics, we have this new miniseries called Washed in the Blood by writer Kevin Rodatelli and artist Rob Cannon, set to ship on December 6th with this cover by Jorge Corona. Oh, it's always tough to tell what this book is about, so I'll just cut to it. Washed in the Blood also has this B cover by Rob Cannon, who does interiors. Wow, that's cool. Kind of a little bit gross, but squirty is good. And then it's got this C cover by Brow. That looks cool too. Washed in the Blood from Sumerian Comics. Also features this D cover. Oh, we got a couple more after this. By Vlad Legostav. That's a pretty metal name. Fun art. Sorry, kid. We got this cover by Preston Acevedo. And finally, the cover F Izzo video game homage by Nicola Izzo, wrapping this Washed in the Blood #1 on our last call for #1 spotlight. And then we got this new series from Scout Comics that looks pretty sweet. It is written by, I believe this gentleman is local, Evan K. Pozios, featuring art by Stefano Cardacelli. This is Blood Run #1 for fans of Twisted Metal and Death Race. Welcome to the Boneyard. It's a racetrack from hell, revving its engines with death and destruction. The most ruthless of race car drivers have come to this unholy superspeedway to test their mettle. There are no limits and there are no rules, but with each passing lap, the sadistic violence ratchets up another level like a child burning ants with a flamethrower. Will anyone see the checkered flag? Can anyone survive the Blood Run? From creators Evan K. Pozios and Stefano Cardacelli, published by Scout Comics and arriving here on December 13th. This is cool. I like this book. I like this art by Stefano Cardacelli. It also features this cover by Ed Bickford and a C cover by Stefano Cardacelli himself. Blood Run #1. And finally, from Scout Comics, something that only has one cover. Maze Agency, the classic creator-owned published comic from the old-timey days, written by Mike W. Barr, is back. The Eisner and Harvey Award-nominated series by Mike W. Barr joins forces with artist Silvano Beltramo to return to this world of everyone's favorite comic book detective team. Jennifer Mays, sophisticated New York private eye and owner of the Maze Agency, and her paramour, Gabriel Webb, somewhat scruffy true crime writer and amateur sleuth, romance solves crimes and catch killers and fair play detective stories that the reader is challenged to solve before they do. Woo, I need a drink of coffee after that. Maze Agency #1 from Mike W. Barr and artist Silvano Beltramo ships on December 13th from Scout Comics. That's small press favoritism right there. And next up, we got Bloodrick #1. This is a first issue of a 3-part miniseries from Image Comics and creator Andrew Cranky. Cool name, also cool art. This is Bloodrick. Bloodrick is angry, confused, and starving. Unable to achieve success in his usual hunting ground, he stomps his way into unfamiliar woods in an attempt to feed his stomach and heal his ego. But what he finds will lead him on a journey of madness, violence, fire, and blood. From Image Comics and creator Andrew Cranky, this is Bloodrick #1 of 3, shipping on December 6th with 40 pages for $3.99. Ooh, 40 pages for $3.99. Dang, that's a good deal. Get on this, Bloodrick #1. I need to maintain the excitement after that one. Let's see, what do we got coming up next? Oh, a couple things from Dark Horse. But first, Image Comics is got a new series coming out from Maria Lovett. I choose to only show you one of those covers in the macro today. This is cover C from Maria Lovett herself. This is in the mystery science fiction genre. Ooh, how I like that. This mini-series premiere called Crave, a mysterious app that promises to make your desires come true, spreads among the students of an elite university who use it as a hookup app. David, a top student, engages in a game of seduction with the unattainable Alexandra. But as requests to the app escalate and wreak havoc on campus, David and his friends' only chance to stop this spiral is to find out what really lies behind Crave. This new series is by Maria Lovett and is set to debut on November 29th. It's 6 issues. First issue comes out with 32 pages for $3.99 and various covers I'll let you find for yourself. Next up, we get another holiday special that is looking to ship at just about the right time. This is Creepshow Holiday Special. This is a one-shot featuring, let's get to it. Creepshow is here to put the fear in your cheer. You've heard of Santa, you've heard of Krampus, but what have you heard of the Christmas Man? Witness the birth of a new horrifying holiday classic from Daniel, Don't Call Me Santa Kraus, and jolly Jonathan Waychick. Then jovial James Asmus of Survival Street and Rick and Morty joins lively Letizia Catanici from House of Slaughter as they deliver a cautionary tale about stealing the wrong parcel in Package Thief. This one-shot ships on December 6th and is pretty standard version, 32 pages, $3.99. It's got this A cover by Guillaume Marsh. This B cover by Jonathan Waychick, who does interiors. Yes, very nice. And from Image Comics, we got a new miniseries premiere called Our Bones Dust. This is created by Ben Stenbeck with colors by Dave Stewart and letters by Russ Wooten. This miniseries premiere, a feral child, equal parts predator and prey, navigates a nightmare landscape of brutality and blood inhabited by scattered cannibal tribes. An interesting place to poke around for a curious artificial intelligence. This 4-issue miniseries by longtime Mike Mignola collaborator Ben Stenbeck. Our Bones Dust is set to ship on December 6th. I need to re-script that one. And also features this Mike Mignola cover on B, Our Bones Dust. I'm very excited about this. Ben Stenbeck's art on Frankenstein Underground is some of my favorite cartooning. Good stuff, December 6th. Then from Dark Horse, we got a few things here. Assassin's Apprentice Volume 2. This is a number 1 by Jody Hauser and artist Ryan Kelly. How we doing on time? Ooh, it's getting there. Then we get a new one-shot for Hellboy. This is the winter special called The Yule Cat. I love this cover. This is beautiful. The Yule Cat. Hellboy travels to Reykjavik, where children are disappearing and a giant beast has been spotted. Could it be the infamous Yule Cat of Icelandic lore? Fan favorite Hellboy artist Matt Smith writes and draws this chilling wintry one-shot. Matt Smith also delivers this very cool cover on A, and we get a Mike Mignola cover on B. Hellboy Winter Special, the Yule Cat one-shot. Also set to ship on December 6th. Boy, December 6th is going to be a very good Christmassy Wednesday. Also from Dark Horse, we get a new series from Eisner Award-winning creators behind Daredevil and Scarlet. This new series, all-new crime comic epic. Emma is a brilliant and driven 16-year-old. She has paid for school with her next invention and next level inventions and is well known for her funny and honest webcomics. Then one day, one of the most famous billionaires on the planet confronts her with the truth about her world. Emma discovers she is the only daughter of two of the greatest criminals ever. The suavest, most like criminals ever. The criminal's criminal. The ones that wrote the rule book. Oh, look at that big giant eye. This new series by Brian Michael Bendis and Alex Maleev is set to ship on December 13th with a cover price of $3.99. We got this A cover by Alex Maleev himself and a B cover by Tula Lote. I like how Brian Michael Bendis likes to write what he knows, and that's skateboarder culture. 16-year-old girls. Masterpiece number 1 from Dark Horse Comics. From the creators of Scarlet comes the origin of the new criminal's criminal. Next up from Dark Horse Comics, we get their Phase 3 for Star Wars, The High Republic Adventures. From High Republic Adventure traditional writer Daniel Jose Older and artist Harvey Talibau, essentially picking up after the end of the second phase, pardon me. This is set to ship on December 6th. And also features this B cover by Soroush Barazej. That's a pretty cool name, too. The Star Wars High Republic Adventures Phase 3 number 1. And from Dark Horse Comics, Time Traveler Tales from writer David Scheidt and artist Kicking Shoes, with this cover by Wendy Chen. This looks like fun from Dark Horse, inspired by Carl Jacobs' popular Minecraft stories on Tales from the SMP. Ah, that explains it. We got a couple here from DC Comics we want to talk about here. Batman 89 Echoes. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. After Harvey Dent's crusade against Gotham and Batman, the Caped Crusader has disappeared without a trace. In his place, ordinary citizens have taken to the streets to root out crime. As innocents get hurt. As innocents get hurt, the question on everyone's mind is the same. Where is Batman? Sam Hamm, screenwriter of the 1989 Batman movie and Joe Quinones reunite for another tale in Gotham, Batman 89 Echoes. Boy, this brings a couple new characters into the Batman 89 timeline. That's cool. And beautiful art by Joe Quinones. Got this B cover by Riley Rossmo. And we get one of their new action figure covers from the Todd McFarlane line. Not sure what cover this is riffing on, but it's the Bat Cycle. Cool. Next up, we get a first of a 4-issue weekly shipping mini-series, Batman Santa Claus Silent Night. This is written by Jeff Parker, one of the finest craftsman writers that they have over at DC Comics right now, and also featuring interior art by Michelle Bandini. We got this cover by R.A. R.A. sure looks like Dan Mora, so we'll assume this is Dan Mora. Very nice cover by Dan Mora. We also get this B cover by Derek Chu. Oh my gosh. This 4-part crossover event of a generation begins when a not-so-jolly Saint Nick hits Gotham City to investigate a brutal crime in the days leading up to Christmas. What manner of man or beast could have committed such atrocities? With the help of his former student, Batman, Santa will team up with the heroes of the DC universe to right this wrong. Oops, pardon me. Or the world wakes up to coal in their stockings. A brutal, two-fisted holiday tale of hope, wonder, and monster hunting. This is the perfect treat to ring in the holidays. It's Claus in canon, in DC canon, written by Jeff Parker with art by Michelle Bandini. This beautiful cover by Dan Mora, Stanley Art Germ Lau. I got this fun cover by Otto Schmidt. And this, what they call a rub and smell variant, which I'm not sure I'm interested in, but for $5.99, it might be like a scratch and sniff. It smells like Santa's beat up forehead. Batman Santa Claus Silent Number. I can't leave it on that note. Look at that beautiful cover. Look at that beautiful cover. That's amazing. And another one. There's so many beautiful covers for this Batman Santa Claus Silent Night #1, which leads us right into the theme of the week on Last Call Live. It's Christmas books. Just in time for Christmas, shipping on December 12th, this is DC's one-shot for the season called DC's 'Twas the Might Before Christmas. 'Twas the Might Before Christmas. A mighty menagerie of merry mayhem. Written by Natalie Abrams, Michael W. Conrad, Joseph Trujillo, Ethan Sachs, Zipporah Smith, Rob Levin, Sholly Fish, and Gillian Grant, with art by Marcus Smith, Gavin Goudry, Andrew Drillin, Sue Lee, Juan Bibolo, Bobilo, and others. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a bat mite. Where is that little bat mite? There he is. Join all of your DC favorites as they take on 8 classic holiday stories from Constantine and Lex Luthor's Dickensian tale of Batwoman's puzzling Hanukkah hijinks to the classic cocoa-swilling Christmas romance switch with Harley and Amethyst. This book is a perfect companion for cookies by the fire and extra sour cream on the latkes. So pull up a sled and get ready for a plenty of ho-ho holiday. Ho-ho holiday. Hope to get you in the spirit of the season, featuring this cover by Ben Caldwell. This cover by Mitch Gerads. And this one shot features 80 pages of holiday fun. 'Twas the Might Before Christmas. It will be available on December 12th. Place your orders by this Sunday at 5 p.m. if you want any of those fancy variant covers. Look, it's got this variant. Oh, that might be like yeah, that's a 1 in 25. All right. Hey, let's catch up on the comments. Let's see. Yang Maven says, May's Agency was published by Comichub. Maybe someone will bring back the Elementals. Maybe they'll go into public domain as well. And of course, smelling like Christmas cookies and milk. Let's see, do we have any comments over on Facebook? Nope. Nice and steady over on Facebook. All right, what's up next in our holiday fun? Oh, just in time for the holidays, it's Titans Beast World. This is a new 6-part miniseries from writer Tom Taylor, featuring art by Ivan Rice and inks by Danny Mickey. Clawing its way out of the pages of Titans comes an unprecedented treat to the DC universe. Superman, Wonder Woman, Starfire are all powerless to stop the Necrostar from ending all life on Earth. The only hero that can save the world is Beast Boy. With Nightwing, Raven, Cyborg, and the Titans beside him, can Garfield Logan rise to battle an ancient evil? What will Amanda Waller do to take advantage of the situation as millions of people are changed into rampaging creatures? Can humanity survive all-powerful heroes and villains transformed into ferocious beasts? This is Titans Beast World #1 from Tom Taylor and Ivan Rice. This will be available on December 28th from DC Comics, and it will ship with this cover by Ivan Rice, this B cover by Bjorn Barons, Nightwing versus Starfish. Now, we know it's Starro. And this is a Bruno Redondo cover, very nice, all on Titans Beast World #1. We got this Stanley Art Germ Lau cover featuring Wonder Girl and a lenticular variant. Here we are, the $7.99 lenticular variant of Titans Beast World #1. If you want this bad boy, place your orders by Sunday at 5 p.m. through Comichub. If you can't figure out Comichub, email it to us. As long as you got a good account, we'll take it. Next up, the first in a one-shot spin-off of Titans Beast World. This is Titans Beast World Tour Metropolis, written by Nicole Maines, Joshua Williamson, Zipporah Smith, and Dan Jurgens. This features art by Max Rayner, Edwin Gelman, and Anthony Marquez. Let's see. Yeah, this is short stories all focused on and related to the Titans Beast World story. That B cover, or A cover, is by Michael Janine. The B is by Clayton Henry. And the C by Cully Hamner. Uh-oh. Getting late in the game here. Then we got Titans Beast World Waller Rising. This is a one-shot spinning out of Beast World, written by Chuck Brown with art by Karen Grant. We got that Karen Grant cover, got a Clayton Henry cover, and a Jerry Gaylord cover. Then over at Marvel, we also have some big event spin-offs. We got this Daredevil Gang War miniseries, or is this a one-shot? Might be a one-shot, written by Erica Schultz and featuring art by Sergio Davia. Got a B cover by AKA. New one-shot. I hope it's a one-shot. Deadly Hands of Kung Fu, spinning out of Gang War with his David Aha cover. Ooh, and here's one I want to show off. This is a Micronauts Omnibus Volume 1. This features all the classic stories, issues 1 through 29, as well as the first 2 annuals and material from the special editions. This has a $125 price tag and ships with this Michael Golden cover on A? I think this is Dave Cockrum. Uh-oh. That's my going over alarm. They're trying to play me off the stage. This B cover by Steve Ditko. Here's your Michael Golden cover. And a second Michael Golden cover. These kind of look connecting. Is this like a wraparound cover? This looks swell. This ships on April 17th from Marvel Comics. And this is a little bit weird, but I'll do it anyways. This is the last issue of the Moon Knight series, number 30. The terminal seconds of Moon Knight, Knight's End. The Battle of the Mount reaches an explosive conclusion, and all that stands in the way of the Black Spectre's scheme of annihilation is Moon Knight. This is the final issue of the series by Jed MacKay, with art by Alessandro Cappuccio, who also did this A cover. We got this foreshadow cover by Alessandro Cappuccio. Got a Greg Capullo cover, a Lee Inyuk cover, and a Peach Momoko Nightmare variant. Ooh, we got one more. This is the Steve Morris cover. I hear there is a Scotty Young cover out there, but I haven't seen it yet. I'm showing this on Last Call for First Issues because of this. This is the first issue of the next new series, spinning out of the final issue of the previous Moon Knight series by Jed MacKay. This is by Jed MacKay and Alessandro Cappuccio with this David Finch cover, Vengeance of Moon Knight #1. Clad in the black of mourning, the midnight mission remains, but who is left to keep the faith, and how have they been changed by the Black Spectre's master stroke? The next chapter of Moon Knight starts here as the congregants of the midnight mission pick up the pieces and carry on the mission, and find themselves faced with a mysterious new enemy in eerily familiar vestments. We got this A cover by David Finch. This is the Greg Capullo cover, but I'm probably not going to qualify for the 1 in 50, to be honest with you. I just didn't see it as a regular choice. So this is what the regular one looks like. And then we got a Frank Miller cover. This looks kind of cool. Good old Frank Miller. And that does it for Last Call for First Issues. Wow, that got out of whack, didn't it? Oh well. I'll take it off. There it is. Let's see. So, yeah, get ready. That wraps up our spotlight on Last Call for Confirmed Orders. Remember, the deadline on Last Call for Confirmed Orders are Sunday, November 5th at 5 p.m. Please remember to confirm the items in your cart at that time. Please, I would appreciate it. Make sure we get that order in time to get it to the printer, so you get your copies and we could have it available for you on release day. Okay, next thing I want to show you is Last Call for Events. We got a bunch of stuff going on here at the store, but first I'd like to thank you for watching Last Call Live, broadcasting live from Studio G in Green Brain Comics, smack dab in the middle of beautiful East Downtown Dearborn. We'll be coming back to you on Tuesday at 6:30 live here on YouTube for BrainScan. That is our live preview of New Comic Book Day on the eve before the most magical of Wednesdays. Make sure you join us back here for BrainScan. And we just confirmed that Saladin Ahmed is able to make it for a fill-in date. He was not able to make it for the last signing. Unfortunately, he was ill, but we have got him back up and healthy, or he is back up and healthy. We haven't done anything to help that otherwise than leaving him alone. All right, so Saladin Ahmed is coming back Wednesday, November 15th from 12 to 2 p.m. for a special signing of the new series Spine-Tingling Spider-Man. That will be the release of issue 2. We figured since the first date was on the release of number 1, we'd just make it for number 2. So it works out. He'll also be happy to sign any copies that you bring of his run of the current Daredevil series, which will also be shipping around that time. The new Abbott 1973 and Terror War series, as well as any issues or copies of Miles Morales' Spider-Man, a fantastic run that he did around the time of Ms. Marvel. This guy has been all over the place. He's an award-winning writer. He's a great guy and long-time friend of the store. Joined Saladin Ahmed back here for a special signing on Wednesday, November 15th. And then make sure to join us to celebrate the 50th episode of Brain Candy on Monday, November 20th from 7 to 9. We will be joined by presenters, musician James Anthony, prose writer Rob Keast, poet Cindy Hunter Morgan, and the visual art of Laura D. Gibson. They will all be appearing on Brain Candy, our let's see, do I have the, wow, I don't have the pitch here. This is our monthly rotating feature of music, prose, poetry, and visual art put together by and curated by the fine folk over at Emerging Writers Network. Join us to celebrate the 50th Brain Candy on Monday, November 20th from 7 to 9 right here at Green Brain Comics, and this event is absolutely free. And yeah, here we are back at Last Call Live. I appreciate you all for joining us. Sorry for my giant zoomed in head. Is that a little bit more rational? All right, so stay up to date on all of our happenings. We are Green Brain Comics on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. On Twitter, we are at Green Brain CMX. All the links to our shopping cart, website, and comic hub are below in the description. We are spreading the love of comic books and graphic novels from the heart of East Downtown Dearborn since 1985. Feed your brain on Green Brain Comics.